We're back again to play some games, and we are back with Twisted Wonderland, and let's just jump back in. I think for the rest of this book, I'm gonna try to do 4 chapters instead of just 3, because we gotta speed it up. We gotta speed it up. I want to get to book 6, and book 7 just is coming out, or by the time I post this video, book 7 will have come out. I feel like I have been pretty slow with book 5 because it's not that I'm not enjoying the story. It's just, like I said in my tier list video, I'm still indifferent about Pomefiore as a whole. Like, I still don't quite care about them that much. I mean, once everything, gets rolling, I'm sure I'm gonna enjoy it. But as of right now, I'm not gonna say I'm bored. I'm just very indifferent still. Anyway. It's a nice sunset. Nice water. Too bad I can't swim. Okay, that was kind of like a hard break. You good? Okay, we're here. Yeah, Deuce, I'm gonna have to check that license or permit you have. Let me check it. You're more of a speed demon than I expected, Deuce. That scared me at first. Really? I mean, I thought I was going pretty slow. How fast do you drive on a regular basis? That's what I want to know, Deuce. Don't make me tell your mama. You know what? Forget I said anything. Anyway, Ignihide sure knows how to trick out a blast cycle. It was hard just figuring out what all those different functions did. Well, I'm feeling better already. I love going out on drives. Are you sure it's a good idea though? You went off campus without getting permission first. I mean, I won't snitch. It didn't even occur to me to ask for permission until we were already out. Will you help take some of the heat off me later? Vil and the others must be furious. You know, I think this is the first trip I've made to the beach since coming to this island. We're on Sage's Island, but Night Raven College sits on top of a mountain on the north side. I didn't know we were so close. And Royal Sword Academy sits on the southern coast, right? Wait. Dang, how far did you guys go? Is that Royal Sword Academy there? It looks like the Disney Castle. Wow, it's a school, but looks more like a castle for kings and queens. I've seen it from the Night Raven observation deck, but never up close before. That place really is fancy. You mean Leona? My teammates in the Spell Drive Club says it's a place full of snotty, pampered rich boys. Leona definitely told you that. Shout out to Unk. We miss you. That's also the school Nage goes to. And he's competing in SDC, right? I'm never gonna knuckle under. You hear me?
どうしたのデュース君急に大声で
What's wrong, Deuce? Why are you yelling?
僕は確かに頭も悪いし容量も良くねえよ
I'm not a smart guy, and I constantly miss basic cues.
悪だった時の癖も抜けねえしすぐカッとなって手が出ちまう
All my old delinquent habits are still there. I've got a hair trigger temper.
でもこれでも精一杯やってんだよ
But I'm trying my best, okay?
エースの野郎毎度バカにしやがってふざけんじゃねえ
Oh, Deuce. You think you can make fun of me, Ace? Well, think again.
いつか本物の優等生になってお前のこと追い抜かしてやっからな
I believe in you. I believe in you, Deuce. One of these days, I'm gonna be a real honor student, and you'll be eating my desk for 3 meals a day.
僕は絶対変わってやる
I'm gonna change. You can count on that. Okay, that last yell was a bit much. But I believe in you, Deuce.
すっきりした
Ah, that's better.
びっくりした
Goodness gracious. Appel, you wanna do it too, huh?
昔からうまくいかないことがあってクサクサした時は海まで飛ばして
I do this whenever things aren't going my way, and I get all out of sorts.
大声出してすっきりしてたんだ
I drive to the beach and let it all out at the top of my lungs. It always makes me feel better.
僕は物心ついた頃から容量が悪かった
For as long as I can remember, I've been a slow learner.
真剣に勉強しても成績はいつも人並み以下
I study hard, but my grades always stay below average.
自分の出来が悪いことの言い訳が欲しくてどんどん楽な方に流れてった
I wanted an excuse for why I did so poorly in school. So over time, I started taking the easy way out.
俺は本気でやってないだから出来が悪くてもしょうがない
I'm not even trying. Of course my grades are bad.
必死に勝ちに行くのはダサいって
It's lame to be a tryhard, you know? Stuff like that.
そうだったんだ
Deuce. I didn't know.
何年もバカやってどうしようもない悪になって母さんを泣かせて
I was out of control for years. I became a hopeless delinquent and made my mom cry.
そんな時に名門ナイトレイブンカレッジから入学許可証が届いた
Honestly, Deuce has been my favorite thing about this chapter, or this book so far. That's when I got a letter of acceptance from the prestigious Night Raven College. Prestigious.
僕は思った新しい環境になればどうしようもない自分を変えられるんじゃないか
I thought to myself, maybe I could get my act together and change myself if I had a new environment.
これはチャンスだ
This is my big chance.
入学して変われた
Did you change? After enrolling, I mean?
全然ダメだ見た目ばっかり優等生ぶっても中身は何にも変わらない
Nope, not a bit. I can play the part of an honor student, but I can't change who I am deep down.
出来の悪い悪のまんまうまくいかないことばっかりだ
I'm still that same bad boy, with grades to match. You are not a bad boy. You've been a good boy this whole time, really. Nothing ever goes the way I want it to.
でもこの学園に入って分かったことがある
But I learned something when I came to the school.
本当にできるやつは裏では必死にあがいてるんだってこと
I learned that all the most capable guys struggle hard behind the scenes.
恥かいてもかっこ悪くてもちょっとやり方がまずくてもできる人たちは諦めない
Even when it's embarrassing. Even when it's lame. Even when it means playing a little dirty. Capable guys never give up.
デュース君。今日ここにお前を誘ったのは、もしかしたらお前も僕と同じなんじゃないかと思って。
I invited you out here today because I thought maybe you were like me.
え？
I think you're right.
いつも何か言いたそうにしてやめるだろう。
You have this thing where you start to say something, then stop yourself, right?
変わりたくても変われなくて、じりじりしてる。
It comes off to me like you want to change, but you can't. So you're floundering.
うん。そうかもしれない。
Yeah, maybe you're right.
ここには僕しかいない。思い切って大声で言いたいこと叫んでみろよ。
I'm the only one here. Why don't you give it a try? Let it all out at the top of your lungs.
それだけでもすげえスッキリするぞ。
It'll make you feel way better.
うん。わかった。
Well, alright. Let it out. Go crazy. I think Deuce has changed. Well, not that we knew him beforehand, but he's been great the whole story so far, and I'm sure he's going to continue to be great. He's just a great character. Deuce is doing a very good. His mom would be very proud of him. He's a great friend, really, and so far he's my favorite thing about this book. Go crazy. Go crazy. Let it all out.
そった急にめごくなれって言われてなれるわけねえべよ。
You think I can turn all darling overnight? Are you out of your apple picking mind?
わの地元は人間よりベゴの方が多いと田舎だし、わは農家の息子だや。
I'm a farm boy from the sticks. We got more heifers than we got people in our part of the country.
まんずなまんねえで喋るだけで精一杯だはんでな。
It's all I can do. Talk. It's all I can do to talk without. It's all I can do to talk without slipping into my pal. It's kind of hard to read. It's all I can do to talk without slipping into my accent.
踊りだっきゃ村の祭りと運動会のお遊戯でしかやったことねえんだんで。
And I ain't never danced before, other than hoedowns and the field day games.
流行りのフグだの、上品な仕草だの、そったのわかるわけねっきゃ。
How am I supposed to know the first thing about dressing all trendy and acting all classy?
すがわはめごくなりてくねえんずよ。
I ain't never wanted to be no darling anyhow.
わはたくましくて背高くて強い男さなりてえんだね。
If I had my druthers, I'd be a big... I'm gonna let y'all read that, cause I'd be a big and... Oh, if I had my... I don't know what druthers are. I'd be a big and tough and strong man. You're a big old idiot. You hear? Golly, that felt mighty good.
何を言ってるのか半分くらいわからなかった。何語？いや、もしかして訛りか？
I barely understood like half of that. What language was that? Wait, was that just your natural accent?
エペル、お前どこの出身なんだ？
Apel, where are you from?
奇跡の国の北の方の山奥。
豊
作村っつうとこ。
You know, I see why Vil be trying to, police your vocab. I'm from Harveston. It's way off in the mountains in the north part of Shaflands.
領長がなまってで伝わらねえはんで、人前であんまり喋るなって。
Vil says not to talk much around people on account of my accent being hard to understand.
領長、口開けば、なまるな。上品にくんつけで名前呼べ。大声出すなって。
Every time I open my mouth, Villa gets on my case. Don't speak with an accent, or just people by name. Mind your volume.
もっと早いんですよ。
Drives me nuts, I'll tell you what.
お前のこと、初対面からずっと器用で無口なやつだと思ってたんだが。
I always had you pegged as quite the timid guy since the day we met.
本当は全然違ったんだな。
But boy, was I ever wrong.
だってよ、寮長の前でうっかりなまるとしばかれんだ。だから気軽に口が開けなくて。
Yeah, it's a bit much to ask somebody to like completely get rid of their accent. Like he can let it slip. Like chill out, Bill. It is hard to understand. Yes, it is. It is even harder when it's written like this. That's the problem. That's the problem right there. I can't read it. I had to be careful when I spoke. Never knew when Bill was gonna be there to call my accent out.
制服のフリフリのシャツも全部寮長の命令でいやいや着てるだけ。
Oh yeah, they did you dirty with that uniform. I mean, I like it, but obviously you don't like it. And those frilly uniform shirts I wear, those ain't my first choice. That's for sure. House Warden's orders.
寮長命令で？
Wait, House Warden's orders? Really?
ハーツラビルのように独自の法律があるわけじゃないのに、なんでそんなことに？
Your dorm doesn't have some crazy set of rules like Harstable. Why is this a thing?
それは9月の入学式の日。
Well, let me tell you about my orientation back in September. Do you remember?
どこ見ても育ちいい絵振りこぎ針で好きでね。
Wherever I look, it's all the same. Bunch of highfalutin rich boys too big for their britches.
俺はこのなりだし、地元じゃなよなよしてて弱そうだって舐められてきた。
I know how I look. I'm used to getting treated like I'm some kind of wuss back home.
まあ、そんなこと言うやつは全員ぶっ飛ばしてやったけど。
Of course, back home I give a whooping to anyone who said it to my face.
この学園でも舐められねえようにしねえと。
Gotta make sure I don't take any gruff here too.
ちょっとそこの新入生。
You there. The new enrollee.
あ、おめなんだわ。
You want something?
入学早々伝統ある式典服を着崩すとはいい度胸ね。今すぐ首元のボタンを止めなさい。
Are you trying to make a mockery of the ceremonial orientation robes? Button up your collar at once.
恋ポムフィオーレの寮長。
Is this the Pomefiore house warden?
こったなよなよした女みてえなやつの寮だっけ。絶対まいね。
I shouldn't want no part of a dorm run by a prim and proper gent like this.
ひょろっとせいでけえばってサバナクローの寮長に比べれば弱えべ。
This beanpole ain't nothing compared to the Savannah Claw house warden. Shout out to Unc, we love you.
遠目からでも悪くないと思ってたけど、
I wasn't sure how to praise you at a distance.
あなた近くで見ると本当に可愛らしい顔をしてるわね。
But upon closer inspection, I must say, you have quite the winsome facade.
はあ、今なんて喋った？わがなよなよして女みてえだってか。
When what? You called me a wuss?
おめもひょろひょろして女みてえだべな。
Well, if I'm a pot, you're a kettle.
ああ、ダメね。全然ダメ。
Oh dear. Dear, oh dear.
あなた全然なってない。
You are utterly unpresentable.
はあ？
Excuse me?
着こなしも振る舞いもそもそも考え方にセンスがない。
The way you dress, the way you act, even the way you think is utterly devoid of any sensibility.
なんずその発言後悔させてやるや。表さ出ろ。
Oh yeah? You're gonna regret saying that in a few seconds. Let's take this outside.
この学園に選ばれる生徒ってどうしてこう血の気が多いのかしら。
Why must every student selected for this school be so quick to resort to violence?
まあいいわ。
Will you the same too? Everybody in the school, everybody including you. It's fine, I suppose.
ナイトレイブンカレッジ流の洗礼を与えてあげるのも先輩の役目よね。
After all, it's my duty to give my underclassmen a proper Night Ribbon College welcome. By fighting? You a hooligan too.
なんだんずこい。魔法使ってねえのに単月へ。
So y'all really throwing hands. Literally. Tarnation. He ain't even using magic, he wiped the floor with me.
いいこと。小さなジャガイモちゃん。この学園では弱者は強者に従うのがルールよ。
Here's a lesson for you, little spudling. In this school, the rule is that the weak obey the strong.
見たところ両選別もまだのようだけど、負けたからには私に従ってもらう。
From what I can tell, you haven't been assigned a dorm yet. Regardless, since you lost, you will do as I say.
くそ。
Consarn it.
一体何されるんだべか。有り金全部巻き上げられる。それともパシリだべか。
What is it gonna do to me? Take all my money? Make me his errand boy?
まずだらしなく外してる式典服のボタンを全部止めなさい。
Your first order of business is to button up every loose button on your robes.
え？
さっさとしなさい。
Now.
次はベルトよ。大して足が長くもないくせにそんなローウエストにゆるゆるにつけちゃって。
Next to your belt. You have no business letting it hang low and loose from your waist, especially considering your diminutive stature.
みっともないったらありゃしないわ。
Such disgraceful forms are utterly unacceptable.
苦しい。
I can barely breathe in this now.
それから髪櫛くらい入れたらどうなの。ボサボサでみすぼらしいったら。
And your hair. Have you ever considered combing that rat's nest out?
そったこと言われても櫛だっきゃ持ってねえよ。
You're like I carry a comb wherever I go.
最後に言葉もっと丁寧に喋りなさい。
Lastly, your elocution. Elocution? Speak properly.
はあ？わの方言が都会の言葉に踊ってるってな。
Are you saying my accent isn't as good as how city folk talk?
指摘の意図を勝手にすり替えるのをやめなさい。
Stop misinterpreting my instructions.
私はあんたの地元に対して言及したわけじゃなく、あんたの態度に対して物申してるの。
I have nothing against your home or its dialect. What I object is your attitude.
郷土愛に溢れてるのは結構だけど、TPO への配慮は必要よ。
Being proud of your home is all well and good, but there is a time and place for that.
目上の人に対しての喋り方が全然なってない。
The way you address your superiors is entirely unacceptable.
この学園では負け犬がガタガタ文句を言う資格はないわ。
In this school, losers have no right to whine or complain.
反論があるなら私に勝ってからにすることね。
If you want to voice a grievance, you'll have to beat me in a fight first.
さあ返事は？
Now, what is the correct response?
はい。
Yes, sir.
あんたがどこの寮に配属されるかは闇の鏡だけが知るところだけど。
Only the Dark Mirror itself knows which dorm you'll be assigned to.
せいぜいポムフィオーレに選ばれないように祈っておくことね。
But pray that you don't get assigned to Pomefiore.
この私ポムフィオーレ寮長ビルシェーンハイトのお膝元へ来た暁には
For I am Vilshane Height, its house warden. If you come into my domain,
今日のような振る舞いは一切許さないわよ。覚悟なさい。
I will tolerate none of your behavior exhibit today. Remember that.
さっさと言われた通り服を整えて入学式に戻るわよ。
Now fix up your clothes as I instructed and get back to orientation.
ちくしょう。
Dagnabbit. Dang, you got bad luck. You got bad luck, Appel. Bad luck, bad luck. Yo, let's take a small break and talk about Vil. Because I don't understand him. It's like, how do I explain this? He really comes off as mean. But at the same time, sometimes, I mean, he says stuff that's mean, a bit rude, a bit harsh. But at the same time, sometimes his intentions aren't as bad as the way he said it. Like, I really thought he was kind of belittling Appel in his accent. But then he explained himself. He was like, hold on. Don't put words in my mouth. That's not what I said. But that's what I thought you said. That's what I heard. Because I don't like the way you said it. You said that very mean. And the same thing during dance practice when Appel was complaining about doing girly moves. And he was like, are you really assigning gender to dance moves? And it was like, he's right. Because why are you doing that, Appel? But the way he said it was just mean. It's like, oh my goodness, Vil's being mean again. But hold on. He's onto something. He's onto something. And I don't know. He's just... I mean, don't get me wrong. He's still in the wrong. He's still very controlling. I'm still not over the food situation. But he's very smart. He's always right. Like, when someone does something wrong, he explains it, and it does make sense. But I don't like the way you said it. I don't like the way you said it. I don't like the way you said it, so I'm not gonna listen. But it's like, he says one thing, and it's not, once he explains it, it's like, oh, I guess that makes sense. But like I said, don't get me wrong, he's got some issues that we need to get to the bottom of. Like, he needs to work on his tone, his attitude. News from the farm.
ってことがあって。
And that's the long and short of it.
初日で寮長に喧嘩売ったってことか？
You picked a fight with the house warden on your first day at school?
あの時は寮長クラスがどんだけ強いのかわかんなかったんだよ。
I didn't know how crazy strong the house wardens were, okay?
デュースとエースも入学してすぐ寮長に喧嘩売ったっきゃ。
That's true. Y'all did a whole bunch of stuff. You know, when you first enrolled, when you first got here. Didn't you and Ace pick a fight with your house warden right after orientation too?
いや、あれは喧嘩では。
That wasn't intentional.
地元じゃ強くてでかくてたくましいのだけが強いことの証明だったんだ。
Back home, the only way anyone ever saw you as powerful was if you were big and buff and strong.
昔からずっとこのなりでからかわれてきたから。
So I've always been a soft target for teasing.
今思うと別に寮長は俺のことバカにしてたわけじゃなかったんだろうけど。
Looking back now, I don't think Vil meant nothing by what you said, but still.
わかるぜ。しょっぱなで舐められちゃいけないと思うよな。
Yeah, I get it. You feel like you had to make a point right out the gate.
で結局その後一度も寮長には勝てずにずっと言いなりってわけ。
But I've never been the house warden once. I've been stuck doing what he says ever since.
なるほど。ダンスレッスンの時
I
の
see.
いつものってそういうことだったのか。
But what's this about you being his poison apple or something? Now I get what you guys meant when you were talking about the usual during practice.
ハント先輩の言う通り、本当にただ喧嘩をしていたわけじゃなかったんだな。
Luke was right when you said it wasn't a fight. It was more than that to you guys.
寮長に勝てたら好きに振る舞っていいって言われてる。でも全然ダメだ。
Vil says I can act however I like if I can take him in a fight. But it just ain't happening.
もっと強くなりてえな。
I want to be stronger. You gonna help him, Deuce?
さっき学園を出てくる前に、アジーム先輩とハント先輩に言われたことがある。
You know, before I left campus, Kilmer Rook told me something.
今の僕たちにしかないパワーを大事にしろって。
They said we all have a power of our own, and that we should make the most of it.
それで
That is a nice
僕なりに
sunset.
考えてみたんだ。僕の強さについて。それは多分
So I thought about it, and I figured something out.
すげえバカなところかもしれない。
I think my strength might be in this heart head of mine.
でもそれってデュースがさっき言ってた自分の嫌なところじゃねえんか？
But I thought you said you hate that about yourself.
ああ、でも余計なことを考えないで突っ走れるってことでもある。
Yeah, it frustrates me a lot, but sometimes it means I can take off running without stopping to second guess myself.
僕は同時にいろいろ考えられるほど賢くない。
I'm not smart enough to think about a lot of things at the same time.
でもだからこそ覚悟を決めたらゴールまでまっすぐ突っ走っていける。
But that also means that once I put my mind to something, I can make a beeline for the goal without stopping.
これはきっと僕だけが持つパワー。
I think that's a power I can call my own.
僕の短所は僕の長所なんだ。
My weakness can be my strength.
でもさ、んなこと言われたって納得いかねえよ。
That's all well and good for you, but it don't mean much for me.
俺に置き換えるんならこの見た目のことだろう。
In my case, it's my looks, right?
華奢だったり女顔だったりそんなのが強いって言われたって。
It's all dainty and effeminate. How is that supposed to be a strength?
電話だ。この番号は実家から？
That's my phone. It's my folks.
もしもし。
Is it your granny? Hello?
エペル？あんたおぐったジュースどうした？
Appel, what in tarnation did you do all that juice we sent you?
は？リンゴジュースのこと？友達さ配れって夕飯で配ったけど。
The apple juice? You said give it to my friends, so that's why I did. Why?
今世界中からすごい数の注文入ってるんだよ。
Golly, we're getting slammed with orders from all over the world.
はぁ
You're what?
何起きたんだべと思って注文してきたお客さんさ。
I was wondering what the deal was.
どこでこのジュースを知ったんですかって聞いたのさ。
So I asked one of the customers calling in, where'd you hear about our juice?
したっけビルシェンハイトの亀を見たとかなんだかって。
You know what they said? They said they saw it on Vilshane Heights camera or something.
ビルさんってあんたのどこの寮長だべ？
Ain't Phil the leader of your dorm?
ウィルさんの亀ってもしかしてマジ亀？ちょっと待ってけ。
Phil's camera? Wait, you mean Magicam? Hold on a sec.
マイルーティンハッシュタグレッスン後の一杯豊作村のリンゴジュース自然の味お肌にも栄養。
本当だ。シェーンハイタ先輩のマジカメにリンゴジュースの写真がアップされてる。
Wow, you're right. Phil posted a picture of your apple juice on his Magicam account.
もう電話鳴りやまなくてかっちゃくちゃねんだって。
The phones are ringing off the hook. It's total chaos over here.
組合長さんさんも声っこかけでご近所さんさんも手伝ってもらわねば出荷作業が間に合わねんだはんで。
I'm gonna have to call the co-op head and get help from the neighbors just to keep up with the shipping.
あげ余ったはんでどうすべってなってらけど村中お喜びだよ。ほんとありがとう。
And here I was wondering what to do with all the leftover stock. Now the whole village is overjoyed. You done pulled through for us, Appel.
ビルさんさお礼言っといだけ。
You tell Vil the same, you hear? Golly.
エヴァ忙しいはんで切るよ。まだジュースおぐるはんでの。
Well, these phones aren't gonna answer themselves. Gotta go. I'll send more juice along later.
ちょっと母さん。切れでまった。
Ma, wait. She hung up.
すごいな。 マジカメの投稿に次々ジュースを注文したってコメントがついていく。
This is amazing. I'm seeing a whole flood of comments on the Magicam post saying they ordered the juice. Like, I wonder what made him post that.
すごいな。マジカメの投稿に次々ジュースを注文したってコメントがついていく。
あんたは愛らしいと強いが別物のように話すけど、その二つはどちらも等しくパワーよ。それがわからないようじゃ、いつまで経ってもあんたは私に勝てない。
これがヴィルさんの持つ美しさのパワー。
Is this the power of beauty Vil was talking about?
確かに。こんなすげえことができるのはシェーンハイト先輩が美しさを磨いてきたからだよな。
Now that you mention it, the only reason this worked at all was because Vil was so focused on that.
魔法や腕っぷしが強いだけじゃ絶対にできない。
Magic might or brute strength alone never would have accomplished that.
ヴィルさんが言いたかった強さってこういうことなのかな。
I wonder. I wonder. Was this the point Vil was trying to make about power?
今の俺にしかない強さ、愛らしさで戦ってみせろってこと。
That my charm is the power only I have, and I should weaponize it?
そうかもしれないな。僕らはすぐに賢くなれないし、たくましくもなれない。
Maybe. Neither of us are super smart or buff.
でも愛らしさ勝負ならエペルは学園の誰にも負けてないと思う。
But I bet nobody in school has you beat in the cuteness department.
それはちょっと複雑かな。
Not sure how I should feel about that.
でも確かに俺がこの見た目でいられる時間は限られてる。
But it's true that I'm not gonna look this way forever.
来年には背が伸びて筋肉がついてヒゲとか生えてるかも。
Just think. This next year, I might be taller or more muscular. Or I could have a mustache. I'd pass on a mustache.
それはどうだろうな。
I don't know about that one, buddy.
もし今年の VDC でヴィルさんが認めてくれたパワーを全力で発揮できたら。
Vil says my charm is my power. If I can put that power to good use in this year's SDC,
鍛えてジュースの箱をたくさん運べることよりずっと村の力になれるかもしれない。
maybe I can give the town a way bigger boost than just selling a bunch of juice crates.
ああ、今は目を背けたい短所にしか思えなくても、それが僕らのパワーだっていうなら。
Yeah. If there's power to be found in the things we spent our whole lives being ashamed of,
とことん磨いて殻を突き破るところ見せてやろうじゃねえか。
then let's play to our strengths and prove we can break out of our shells.
それでライバルに勝てんなら手段なんか選んでられるか。バカ上等だ。
If that's what it takes to be our rivals, then who am I to say no? I'll double down.
そうだな。
Yeah, I hear ya.
エペル、今年の VDC
Appel, you know what I think we should do?
絶対優勝してエースとシェーンハイト先輩のこと見返してやろうぜ。
We should win this year's SDC and prove ourselves to Ace and Vil.
おう、今のワーにできる最高のパワー見せてやるはんで。
That's what I'm talking about. I'll be as cute and powerful as I can be. Aw, y'all besties now?
うおー、すっげえ。なんだこの改造マジカルホイール。
Ooh-wee. Look at this tricked out blasticle. Who are you? You trying to steal our bike? Is there a fight? Is there a fight next? Sure is. Sure is. There hasn't been a fight in a minute. Look at all this. Like I said, Vil is just... Vil... You know what Vil's weakness is? He can't speak. Vil can't speak. It's just misunderstandings. Like the way he says stuff, like I said, very mean. And then it turns out he's right. Like, it's the way you say stuff. It's the way you act. Aw, Deuce and the Pal. New besties. They're besties now. So thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow me on my social media, so below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.